Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Literally breaking news. What's going on, Mike? What's going on, Breezy?
Yo, what's going
What's
on, man?
going on, man?
How y'all
Ah,
how y'all doing today, man?
I'm
I'm
great.
I'm pretty good. I just finished my grading, and then I get this message, and now we're gonna deliver some more breaking news.
Yeah, so as we literally are talking about breaking, so you guys talked about the breaking news with Debo Samuel with the Jones fracture yesterday, I believe it was. Um Today the news comes out that punt returner, kick returner, wide receiver Richie James Jr., the news comes out now, breaks a wrist. So two receivers down. This is looks to be what 4 to 6, 8, maybe 8 weeks, 2 months at most. With Richie James going down. What do you guys? What are your thoughts on this?
You know, a lot of it's a tragic thing, man. I don't like guys getting hurt. I do understand that it's part of the game, but it sucks. He being our return guy, he's our return specialist guy. Until he's not that, that's what he is. That's what he specializes in. Um, it's another blow to the wide receiver core. I do know that we're stacked at that position as of right now. 2 months is that's a long time. It's a wrist injury for a wide receiver, and you know that they catch that wrist. So it's one of those injuries that may never away proper. You know what I'm saying? So
I keep losing him. You keep losing him, Mike.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was happening on my end or his end.
Yeah, he's like
You breaking up over there.
yeah,
But
Wayne's
yeah,
like walking around the whole
Is Mike
yard.
lost or am I lost?
You're lost.
but when this is another wide receiver that's going down,
I
and
can't hear
again,
Mike.
can you hear me, Nick?
Yeah.
Okay. If the people in the chat, let us know if you can hear me or not. There's another wide receiver that is going down, supposed to be out, and coming back at the start of the season. Both of these guys are out for about the same amount of time with completely different injuries, right? But here's the thing. The depth on this team is sufficient. We don't need to go out and sign any more guys. The depth on the team is sufficient, and these are, again, blessings in disguise. It's unfortunate Richie James broke his wrist, but all the corrective measures are going to be taken, and he should be back in 4 to 6 weeks, 8 if there's an emergency of some sort. So he should be okay. The team knows what Richie James is capable of and what he's not capable of already. They're well aware of that by now because of his time with the team. This isn't the guy who's just got here last year. He's been with the team 3 years. So they're well aware of who he is, what he brings to the table. Now someone else can get those snaps to see if they can do it better than Richie or in a different way or as good as Richie. So I think it's a blessing in disguise, both of these injuries.
Yeah, I mean, you got guys like Jawan Jennings coming in who can return to football, right? You got Trent Taylor coming back supposedly healthy. You got Benjamin coming into the team who has returned kicks as well. It was already going to be pretty hard for Richie James to make this roster with those additions of guys that can do the same thing, right? So, there's no need to panic. Like you said, the depth is there. The depth is there as in, other positions. And then it's a 4 to 6 week injury unless there's a setback, possibly 8, maybe 10 weeks if there's anything else. It's the same with Debo, 10 weeks. If it doesn't get any if he doesn't get any setbacks or infections or things like that, kind of like Trent Taylor went through, because Debo was the same injury as Trent Taylor. So, hopefully no things like that. But hopefully there's no setbacks. But I don't think this really sets back. But it is breaking news, obviously. To bring to you guys. And like you said, Mike, I don't think there's a need to worry about this. I think the depth is good. And, overall, I mean, you got 3 guys that coming in that we are now on this team that can fill that position that Richie James was doing, right? So he was a specialist in special teams. So welcome back, Wayne.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you now.
All right, so yeah, so what I was saying was it's tragic that he broke his wrist. I don't think it's detrimental to the team. It might be detrimental to him making the team. But as far as the team is going to be able to continue to play on. And what does this mean for a guy like Travis Benjamin, who's also coming off the injury, who's also a specialist, who's also a speed guy, is that a Shanahan's guy? Like, this might be, room for reps for this guy to make the squad with experience, speed, and things like that, who I think plays the wide receiver position better than Richie James. Richie James might be younger and better at return game, but I mean, this is something for us to see. So like you guys just talked about, you got Jennings, you got a bunch of guys that are young. We got some young guys that is going to be able to, make a name for themselves with both injuries to Debo and now Richie James, man. And unfortunately, it's just another break, or we can't catch a break.
Or we catching too many of them. But not only what you said for Travis Benjamin, right? But for two guys who we didn't see anything from last year that are now back, that are going to return or are returnmen, and Trent Taylor, and one guy who wasn't injured, but Dante Pettis.
Mm-hmm.
So these opportunities, all of a sudden, guys, this is it. It's put up or shut up time, and everybody's going to get their chance, man. This makes sure that we're going to get the fair shake throughout camp. So may the best man win. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead, Wade.
No, that's it. That's pretty much what it is. Like, may the best guy go out there and put up their best work, man. This is the time, man. It's time for put up or shut up. And this is the one thing I'm sure it goes on in every camp. But the one thing that I'm loving about the whole Kyle Shanahan regime and the John Lynch's regime is that they're bringing in players to compete like on crazy levels, whether it's players we've heard of, players that we're drafting. These all players have a lot of the same skill sets. So it's really hard for us to say, oh, this guy not going to make the team, because we really don't know, because they all kind of share a lot of the same skill sets. They're all quick feet. They all do well in the 3-cone drill. They all these are specific guys that Kyle Shanahan's going out there to pick. So I just wish that COVID was over so we can have full access to camp and we could be in on it. But we're going to deal with what we got. And I can't wait to share, what's going on with these guys in camp. Once we start seeing Pettis work and all these other guys, all these wide receivers, I'm really big on Jennings. I like to take the underdog guys. I'm really huge on Jennings, man. That video when he got drafted, man, ain't too many things that could make me cry other than the stuff I watch on TV. But that video right there was hard. He didn't even know how to react. Like, it was just ridiculous. I can't wait to see if this guy, goes out here and makes this squad.
Yeah, I mean, like we've all said it, it just opens up another opportunity for one of these guys. Jennings, Benjamin, Pettis, Trent Taylor, even Brandon Ayuk. It still opens up a room for him too. So
even Chris Finke, guys, like a guy who got undrafted or whatnot. Like, if Trent Taylor takes reps at a different spot, this bumps him up. What if he's a return guy?
Or one of these running backs too.
Oh,
well, we got DJ Reed. There's a lot of guys.
Oh, I'm so not used to seeing running backs return balls anymore. Balls, like I just don't remember the last time we've seen it. So this might be. Oh, Nick, you just hit the nail on the head. Yes, welcome back. Yes.
So,
yes.
But yeah. So, and Wayne, I gotta say, this is the first time I've ever seen you on the show without a hat.
I know I'm bleeding, but I'm gonna continue to bleed, man. Fight the power. I'm cool with it. Mike looks cool with the crisp edge up. I tell you what, for Father's Day, I'm gonna cut my hair. I can guarantee you that. But or for my son's birthday, so whatever, or maybe for Nick's birthday, which is next week. So maybe one of them 3 days is gonna get me to cut my hair.
Sounds good, man. Guys, man, you guys heard it here. Breaking news: Richie James Jr. breaks his wrist in training, out with the guys, I guess, in Nashville. Along with Debo Samuel and a Jones fracture to his foot. Give us a follow here on Twitter, Snapchat, Twitch. Also give FTFN a follow on Twitch as well, guys. Big news coming over there. You guys catch all of us here at Nothing But Niners over there as well. But give us a follow over there. All of our social media avenues, Facebook, Instagram, Nothing But Niners, all spelled out. Twitter and Snapchat, Nothing But 9 ERS. Twitch is Nothing But Niners, And also, you can check out FTFN on Twitch as well. Go over there, take a screenshot that you guys subscribed over there, send it to us through our email. That's nb9ers@nothingbutniners.com. I'm good with everything else, guys. How about you guys?
I just want to say happy Juneteenth.
Yeah,
happy Juneteenth, everybody.
Happy Juneteenth.
Let's go.
100%.
Let's go, man. Yeah, Richie James bounced back, man, but we're gonna take it and keep on running with it, fellas. Next man up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, prepare for glory.
Anticipate pain.
But always remain faithful.
We out of here. Peace.